Also, Complex has put out their 10 most influential women in sports. And Angel Reese is not going to like this because, well, she got beaten by Caitlin Clark for number 1.
Someone needs to check on Angel Reese after Caitlin Clark's jaw-dropping crossover left her completely stunned. The so-called Bayou Barbie just got humbled, shaking up her status in women's basketball. Did Clark really just sink a deep three from the logo, challenging everything about Reese's image? This might be the moment people finally acknowledge who truly runs the game. Buckle up. This debate is about to get more heated than LSU's locker room.
Announcing the top 10 most influential athletes right now. These athletes are reshaping culture. Caitlin Clark, check. Breaking records. Caitlin Clark, check. Proving their impact goes far beyond the game, from sold-out arenas to game-changing moves in business and fashion. These women are leading the way. If this is a top 10 list, then sitting on the top of that list, there's only one right answer. There's only one correct choice.
Another tough loss for Angel Reese. But this time, it's not about stats, court performance, or even her never-ending Twitter feuds. This one stings on a whole different level. Caitlin Clark has officially been named the most influential female athlete of 2025. Let's be honest, was there ever a real competition? Oh, but Reese probably thought so. How adorable.
And Angel Reese is not going to like this because, well, she got beaten by Caitlin Clark for number 1. Yeah, so we're going to take a look at that. I think it's hilarious. I will tell you right off the bat, I don't believe there's a singular world, where Angel Reese should be ahead of Simone Biles either. There, I put that out loud.
Angel Reese won't be happy about this. Caitlin Clark just claimed the top spot yet again. And honestly, it's hilarious. There's no universe where Reese should be ranked ahead of some of the sport's biggest stars. For someone who prides herself on being that girl, it must be exhausting constantly playing second fiddle to the real deal. While Clark keeps making history, Reese's biggest contribution lately seems to be inspiring a new wave of sore losers. What a legacy.
The woman who's been putting women's basketball on her back for the better part of 3 years now. These athletes are reshaping culture. Caitlin Clark has men watching women's basketball.
Let's talk about what real influence looks like. True impact means selling out arenas, bringing new fans to the game, and getting billion-dollar TV deals. Not just trending for social media drama. Caitlin Clark walks into a gym, and suddenly the WNBA, NBA, and every major sports network are paying attention. She doesn't have to demand respect. It's freely given. Meanwhile, Angel Reese seems more focused on social media antics, self-promotion, and a never-ending victim narrative just to stay relevant.
I shouldn't be surprised, and yet I'm still surprised because Indiana Fever preseason, not even like preseason, exhibition game with the Indiana Fever are going to play the Brazilian national team at Cover Hawkeye Arena, Caitlin's college facility, sold out. They went on sale this morning at 9 a.m. for Fever season ticket holders, Iowa donors, and Iowa season ticket holders for women's basketball. And then general admission was supposed to go on sale tomorrow at 9 a.m. I'm hearing rumblings of like maybe scalpers got in, like the secondary market is already crazy.
Angel Reese has had her viral moments, like when she complained about not getting the same recognition as Caitlin Clark. Because obviously influence is gained by sulking. Here's the truth. Respect is earned, not handed out. Maybe someone should have told her that before she built her entire image around playing the underdog. Once again, she's being overshadowed by someone whose talent speaks for itself.
Because when we went to the WNBA games and we went to go watch Caitlin Clark when they came to play the Washington Mystics in DC, and they shut that they had to move the game from the Washington Mystics WNBA arena to the actual Washington arena where the Wizards played, and it was packed. It was sold out for people to see Caitlin Clark. That did not happen the day before that when they went to Chicago to play Angel.
It's almost comical how every time Angel Reese tries to outshine Caitlin Clark, it backfires spectacularly. While Clark effortlessly makes headlines in another 40-point game, Reese resorts to stirring up controversy, then acts shocked when people call her out. Clark has earned her status as the face of women's basketball through sheer skill. Reese, on the other hand, seems to be stuck in a rivalry that only exists in her imagination. She's got main character energy, without the talent to back it up.
Agent level, Caitlin Clark has broken records. At the professional level, Caitlin Clark has broken records. Viewership, Caitlin Clark has broken records. Attendance, Caitlin Clark has broken records. Merchandise, proving their impact goes far beyond the game. From sold-out arenas to game-changing moves in business and fashion, these women are leading the way. Business and fashion, you saw the NIL deals rolling out. You see the sponsorship deals that she currently is.
Another tough moment for Angel Reese as Caitlin Clark solidifies her place as the face of women's basketball. This ranking isn't just a number. It's proof of how the world sees Clark as the future of the sport. Meanwhile, Reese seems more focused on making noise and making an impact. Maybe next year will be different if she spends more time working on her game and less on her social media persona. But for now, she remains the loudest voice in the room, while Clark just keeps proving why she's the real star.
So that's what they got on her. Caitlin Clark, she ran away with number one. I don't think that should surprise us. She came away with number one. Caitlin Clark is redefining the entire landscape of women's sports. That's right. Her dominance on the court has shattered outdated narratives about women's sports, proving that women's basketball can be just as marketable and widely watched as men's. But the Caitlin Clark effect goes far beyond her performance. It's reshaping the entire sports landscape. Clark's impact is undeniable. Her presence alone boosts the WNBA attendance by 105%.
Indiana Fever tickets are selling out at record speed, while Chicago Sky tickets, well, let's just say there are plenty go around. Reese believed she deserved a spot among the most influential athletes before even stepping onto a WNBA court. But influence isn't about self-perception, it's about results. Right now, she looks like a musician trying to sell merch before even dropping a hit song.
Look at the price of these tickets. This is like right after the tickets went on sale. So no good seats. $1,142 for a not very good seat. I'm guessing 10 grand minimum courtside to go see Caitlin.
Caitlin Clark is rewriting history, breaking records and selling out arenas, while Angel Reese is struggling to prove she belongs at the same level. Real influence isn't about social media hype. It's about performance. And yet, Reese's fans are still trying to convince themselves that a few rebounds should be enough to cement her as a star. Meanwhile, Clark is building a legacy, and the gap between them just keeps growing.
The hottest tickets in the WNBA, Caitlin Clark coming back to the city that she owns, coming back to Chicago. After Chicago gave her such a warm welcome last year, they threw Barbie night for Caitlin Clark's arrival. They gave her pink towels. The fans were lined up on the side. She was signing autographs. How is Chicago going to welcome Caitlin Clark this next year around? How are they going to top Barbie night in a 9,000 seat arena? Well, easy. We moved Barbie night to a 21,000 seat arena. Venue and date change. Our regular season games against the Chicago Sky are moving to the
Caitlin Clark continues to pack arenas and make history, while Angel Reese clings to the illusion that she belongs on a list of the most influential figures in sports. Reese's fans had high hopes that she'd dominate the league, but so far, she's missing layups like a middle schooler at their first practice. The hype doesn't match the output, and reality is setting in fast.
Out sports. This is about athletic ability. You know what I'm saying? And when you look at Caitlin Clark's game, who's very reminiscent of a Steph Curry, based on her range and shooting the three, plus everything else she does. And then you look at Angel Reese. Stop it. Stop it. There's a dude on the internet who cracks me up on TikTok. He's put together a shitload of Angel Reese clips, and it'll say Angel Reese part 36. And it goes, Angel Reese going up for another layup. She misses. Bang! And I mean, dude, it's the funniest shit. And my whole thing is this, dude. She just seems as uncoordinated as a baby.
Clark is in the gym perfecting her craft, while Reese is showing what happens when vibes take priority over skill development. College dominance doesn't always translate to the pros, and now that she can't rely on bullying small defenders, the flaws in her game are glaring. The effort? Lacking. The hustle? Missing. But don't worry, she's still putting in the work on social media.
Oh, Reese! 3-on-3, part 13, let's get it! Classic long two. Bang! PSA, no rims or backboards were harmed during the filming of this video. But viewers are encouraged to look away. Bang! What? Bang! I heard her say that she might sit out if the WNBA doesn't pay her what she deserves. I say $1 million for every missed layup is fair. Bang! They are stat petting queen properly. Fair wages for all. I repeat, fair wages. Remember, they're coming to see her. Long two, butter pecan. Bang!
Another day, another post-game interview where Angel Reese talks a big game while Caitlin Clark actually backs it up. This isn't about haters. It's about results. Clark keeps setting records, while Reese keeps giving her fans secondhand embarrassment. Maybe it's time to focus on fundamentals instead of just feeding the hype machine.
Aaliyah Boston and Angel being higher than Satu, that's crazy work, man. I'm sorry. That's crazy.
For months, we've heard that Angel Reese is the face of women's basketball. But every time she steps onto court, it feels more like a reality TV contestant hoping confidence alone will carry her through. Meanwhile, Clark isn't talking about winning. She's out there earning it. Reese wanted to be the main character, but Clark is the one truly writing history.
Chicago Sky have announced that they are moving arenas for Indiana's home game. Well, Indiana's road game, but Chicago's home game. This is the motion that the Indiana Fever / Caitlin